Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Brand image, customer experience, customer engagement. Now, fun thing just happened. Obviously, we're back after a morning networking, and it was quite apparent to see the impact that DKS Sport, DKS Transport, DKS Business has made over the last 20-ish years we've been in business. Was at a networking event and somebody came up to me and said, "And have you changed?" And I don't think so. Why? I was on LinkedIn the other day and somebody said virtually word for word what you said 10 years ago at a BNI meeting. And I went, "Do what? Well, you've lost me there." No. Back in the day when we did BNI down in Kent and Essex, come to that, you did a 10-minute pitch and then you did a seminar for us about improving our business. And I said, "Yeah, I vaguely remember that. It was some time back." And they said, yeah, we've just been on LinkedIn. We follow LinkedIn. We found you and all the rest of it. Somebody's just done virtually the same thing. So I was like, better have a look. And they said, I said, what can you remember of it? And they said, "Oh, it was brilliant, and you stood up, you bounced around like you do. You talked about building the brand, improving the image, and cultivating customer experience. What you do now." I said, "Well, what else did they say?" "Oh, exactly the same as you said. They talked about getting the business cards out. They talked about getting the letterheads out. They talked about the website. They talked about the company vehicle, the branding, the image. Does it all match? Was the online? They even said your favourite catch line, which is the look and the feel and the sound. The one that you stood there and did. It was all the look, the sound and the feel of your business." And they said, "We thought it was quite good that obviously we thought that was your expansion." So it got me thinking, we are really no different to anybody else. I'm not going to have a go at them copying what I do. There's probably a copyright infringement, but at the end of the day, what we're trying to do, and what I'm certainly trying to do, is help your business grow. I'm happy. We're happy where our business is. We're growing. We're following every goal. We're following every step we want to take. But it's the businesses that aren't happy. And we've followed up recently with some of the videos and some of the little posts on Instagram, LinkedIn and Twitter about time and time management. And we've also posted about doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And if you want to grow your business and if you want to move forward, and this is where the critical thing comes, and the person said they missed out, the river, the flow, is still going to take your business. And if you're not in control, if you're not controlling that boat, if you're not controlling that flow, you're going to hit rocky times. And I needed to do this today because obviously there's people now watching this other person and this other business about doing the right thing and improving your business cards and doing this and doing this. And there's going to be a knee-jerk reaction, and you could say mine's a knee-jerk reaction, but I'm not trying to sell you anything. I want you to understand, if you put your canoe in the river and the river takes you downstream, before too long you're going to bounce off the rocks and you're going to have no control. You need to understand, you need to steer your business. Go with the flow, understand the route you're going. Which is why we talk about the clock and the compass. Does it feel good to come and dock here? Does it feel good to go there? But you still need to be in control. You still need to understand where the river's going. And by that I mean where your business is going. If you want your business to grow and your business to flow and everything to come in, you need to control it. You need to understand the key players. And I use the scenario of a boat. You can be up on the top of the bridge, but you still need the engine room. You still need the people looking out and everything else. So we need to understand in your business that there are people there to help you guide your business. You might have a sales force, you might have drivers, you might have cleaners, you might have whoever they happen to be, are all supposed to be guiding this boat on the way it's going. So when you want to grow, And yes, it comes back to very simple. Does your business cards match? Does your website match? And all the rest of it. All of that is basic, fundamental bread and butter. If it doesn't look good, it doesn't sound good, and it doesn't feel good, you ain't going to get any customers. If you don't get any customers, you aren't going to grow, and you're going to slowly sink. We all know that. That's a simple given. So think about the fundamentals. Everything's in place. If you're happy with your business and it's going forward, then it's going to pick up pace, and the more it picks up pace, the more customers come in, the more you need to control where it's going. So just bear that in mind, and it's absolutely lovely to have that comment this morning that people are taking stuff off of my Facebook page and off of my Twitter and off of my LinkedIn from many years ago. In some respects, I feel proud about that what I've said and what I've done is right, and the businesses I've helped come back to me and they remember me bouncing around on a stage 10, 15 years ago. So fundamentally I haven't changed, because I'm still bouncing around the stage and I'm still bouncing around telling you your brand, your image, your customer experience. But now with the books I've written and the one I'm doing, and I know I'm procrastinating with this last one because I want to get this one right. This is going to be the best book, because it's going to be the clock and the compass. When you're down this waterfront, you're down this stream, how are you guiding the boat? Because the more you just put your paddle in occasionally, you're going to pick up more speed. And if you've picked up more speed with more customers and there's more coming in and there's more coming in, you're going to have a momentum. And that momentum needs to control. And you can take that momentum as far as you can. So bear that in mind. The fundamental, basic bread and butter stuff, business cards, website, vehicles, branding, yeah, we do all that. The mentality of knowing where you're going, knowing the steps you're going to take. Yes, you can improve your business cards. Yes, you can improve your branding. Yes, you can improve your image. All of that can be done, but if you don't know what you're doing it for or where it's going to go, it's pretty pointless and it's a waste of money. I've seen many a business have a consultant in, we've changed our branding, we're fresh, we're dynamic, we're there. Right, what are you going to do about it? Where are your customers? Do your customers know why you're changing? Do your customers understand why you're changing? Well, no. Well, what are you trying to achieve? Well, so working with a designer, and I feel that DKS have got one of the best designers in I Design For with Keith Suffling. He's worked with some of the biggest brands in the world. But he does the same as we do, and he sits down with us and he goes, and where are they going? These are the critical questions we need to ask. Where's the business going? Why is it going there? And what is this going to impact in the future? So just bear that in mind when you're listening to these influencers, as they like to be called, telling you, you've got to update your marketing. Does it look fresh? Does it look funky? Fine, at the end of the day, if you want to do it, go and spend the money. But there is a motive behind that, is that there's got to be a reason you're doing it. If it's not working, change. We get that, and we've talked about our results. If you're doing the same thing, getting the same results. But if your website and your business cards and your flyers and your everything else are working and you're gaining business, don't change. Have a look at something else. But mindset is, where are you going to be? The clock and the compass. Now, we're working on this next video about the sat-nav. And I'm just going to finish with this. You type into the sat-nav, I want to go to Scotland. And it will tell you which way to go. It's the same as your business. Tell your business where you want to go. This is where I want to go. I want to be, turning over £1 million worth of profit in 5 years. Okay, talk to us. How do we get there? We work our way back. I want to be the biggest, haulage company in East Anglia. I want to be the biggest. I want to be first on this. I want to be first on that. There comes a point that you've got to understand how and what to be there. It's easy for us as athletes. We understand what we've got to do. Now, we take the sporting arena in. The thing at the moment, the gold medals, the silver medals, the bronze medals in the Commonwealth Games are coming from a sport called shooting. Most people will get upset with that. But Britain is winning more medals from shooting, and they've now dropped it from the Olympics. So there will be an outcry. But the athletes understand how good they are. And we're in an island. We farm, we hunt, we feed, we scavenge. We've got a lovely lottery campaign. We've got a lovely funding for that particular sport. And that sport is growing. Now, when that sport grows, it's got to have a destination and it's got an Olympic Games. So they plan for that and they know when they step onto that field, they're winning a gold medal. And we've seen it in all the different sports around the world. So I'd like you to bear in mind, have a look at sport and have a look at your business. Look at how they train, look at how they practice, look at how they perform, and look at the goals they're going to go for. You've got plenty of sports out there, but look at some of the obscure ones. The F1, the MotoGP, the shooting, the rowing. In some respects, the boxing. They train maybe for 2 or 3 years for one event, and they watch and they understand and they learn. So think about your business. Think about, are you learning about what to do? Making small changes, changing the branding could affect the customers, but just bear that in mind. Talk soon.